Mardu Hero. For those newer to Magic, Mardu refers to this color combination we have here in front of us of red, black, and white. Hero, in this instance, in Standard, refers to Hero of the Precinct One. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, you get a 1/1 white human creature token. So our deck has a ton of different multicolored cards to trigger this. We've got kind of a Anthem sub-theme in our 3-drops. We've got General here, which makes all our humans bigger. That includes Hero and its tokens. We've got Judith to make them larger. We've got some Hound dogs here because this is man's best friend. I think this card's actually really well positioned right now. We played a 4-color Enigmatic deck earlier today, and this card was just stellar. Against the Lurrus decks, it stops Lurrus from recasting creatures from the bin. Against the Gyruda decks, it stops them from full comboing you. So that seems really, really good. General Enforcer here makes your legendary humans indestructible. When you pair this with Tajic, you get kind of a funny mix. So Tajic prevents non-combat damage will be dealt to other creatures you control. So this is legendary, and then direct damage can't kill your other things, which is sweet. So if they don't have destroy-based removal, makes your board resistant to things like Deafening Clarion, for instance. Other things to know. Dire Tactics is a new removal spell from the latest set that's really sweet. 2-color, basically unconditional removal. Since we're an aggressive deck, we don't mind leveraging our health total as a resource to remove our opponent's things from the board. And then, a couple Embercleaves at the top end so we can kill people. Let's dive right into, it's late, I've been on a while. I'm going to jump into a constructed event with this one because we finished high-ish on the ladder, and I don't want to run the risk of running that down. I think if I happen to qualify for the event this season, this is one of the months that there's a real event to play for. You're not just playing for gems, you get an invitational qualification. And I kind of like the standard format. So if I like the standard format and I could qualify, I'm going to make a little bit of effort. Yeah, and Magic is Magic. Even if this was a tier 1 deck, we could play a bunch and lose. Yeah, so with the human, you don't even pay any life, and we're often going to have humans. Good point. Good to point that out. Just 2-mana exile a thing if you have humans. Ah, yes, the second Embercleave. Just like we drew it up, chat. I think there's fear in my dojo, chat. Who attacks into the 2-2 here? Who attacks into the 2-2 here? I feel like I'm supposed to just I'm supposed to hit no attacks. I have a Judith. Pretty sure I'm scared. Pretty sure I'm scared. Oh no. Oh, we've been had, chat. We let the fear win, chat. We got scared, and we got punished. Rats. Ha-ha! Victory! I'm so confused. My spell just resolved. Why did I shock? I probably shouldn't have shocked. Shock plays around Quench. I am a genius playing around their spell is why I shot chat. I was testing you. I was painfully aware of why I was shocking. I'm glad some of you passed. That's good to hear. All right. Turn worked out okay. Could have gone worse. Imagine not realizing Quench was a card. That would be, like, embarrassing. Alright, if they can play both of these spells, our little Fervent Champion's about to eat it, but just eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Don't you dare. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, they topped 2 cards. Oh, everything went so much worse than expected, chat. Yikes. All right. All around me are familiar faces, worn out faces. Do 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 do. I find it kind of funny. I find it kind of sad. Do 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 do. I think I want my Doom Blades. I think this is a matchup where we're going to have a hard time really getting under them, so we want as many of our removal spells as possible so we can make the game go long and eventually run them out of threats. How'd the cycle deck play out? It was good. It was very reasonable. I think I want to trim some of my 3-drops. I think Embercleave is tough to force through. I'm going to leave a couple of giant killers because killing the big cutthroat seems important, but on average that card's probably not good enough. Stormfist Crusader is actually incredibly good in matchups like this because Stormfist Crusader is a card that can provide both of us with extra cards, and the way you tend to win matchups like this is by playing multiple spells in the same turn. Actually, with that in mind, Agonizing Remorse is probably better than some of these 3s. Let's try it. Let's try this. Hello, wifey.
You're really loud.
Turn 2 Stormfist Crusader on the play sounds good. Chat, she says I'm really loud.
The kids are asleep in the living room and they can hear you.
Oh, well, why aren't they upstairs?
Because they... Didn't you see my message?
No, I did not.
Jacob fell asleep watching TV down here. Declan fell asleep watching TV in our room. And then they both woke up shortly after they fell asleep and came on the couch with me and fell back asleep. They just needed cuddles.
Well, they love you. You're wonderful, honey love. All right, what are we doing? Tajic? Tajic? Will the open be streamed on a delay? I don't know. We're still working out the details on that. I want to talk to Matt and my lovely wife and get opinions.
They can hear you. Like
Logan, thank you for the brand new Prime support.
Listen,
I appreciate that. Welcome,
look,
welcome.
Look, like, do you see it how I'm talking? They can hear me.
Yeah, but they're not used to that. Listen, I need power. I need energy. And I gotta have that strong...
It's painful to stand next to you.
Well, don't stand next to me then. Hear that, chat? I'm so beautiful, it hurts to stand next to me. That's exactly what she said, right?
How much do I have to donate for an ASMR?
How much do you have to donate for ASMR? great. An opponent stumbled on lands a little bit here. We're able to get on the board, so hopefully we'll be able to run them down.
Are you tired?
Aren't I tired? I've only been live for 11 and a half hours. Why would I be tired?
I played this game for like 50 hours in 3 days.
That's only mostly true. All right, so we'll lead on the general here because we want to get him in around Quench. They could have a 3-mana hard counter. And that's fine. We're still going to be attacking for 6. We're going to have to play the General's Enforcer. Sure. You're allowed to go to sleep too.
Chad, I miss him.
You miss me?
Stolen him from me.
You can have me on Tuesday, I promise.
Today's our anniversary.
It is our anniversary. Do you know I've been married for 7 years, chat? 7 years. It's been an easy 7 years for me. It probably hasn't been an easy 7 years for her.
Did you feel her kick you?
I did feel her kick me.
Well, she kicked me, but I'm touching you.
It wasn't us, that's true. That's true. You should blame Godzilla. Chat's full of pleasant, good people. It's Godzilla that's keeping me from you. There's Dead on board, right?
To be fair, neither of us remembered it was our anniversary.
She only remembered it was our anniversary because Amazon Photos reminded her, okay? And I'm very disappointed in you. I knew as soon as I woke up today.
No, you didn't.
And I was waiting to test you.
No, you didn't, you liar.
Can you believe she forgot, chat? I'm very disappointed.
You're an idiot.
She failed the test. There are no more days. Hey, C-Lab, thanks for the sub-gifties. I appreciate it.
Ooh, present.
This one's close. Do I keep?
No.
Alright, choose the boss. Oh, this hand's unkeepable. I knew I should have kept the loose 7. Should have kept the loose 7, chat. Alright, this 5's pretty good. Bottom.
Did I fail, or did I get you closer to losing?
How low did our opponent go? Are they mulling to 4? Or do they keep 7? I thought I heard them mulling to 2. They mulled to 4. Yes!
Maybe if you lose quicker, I could hug you.
You can hug me anyways.
Yeah.
Your son came a month earlier and unexpectedly as a result. I don't have to think for a second or two to remember his birthday. Rough.
For the first, year or two,
I could never
Jacob's
remember
life,
which day Jake was born on.
Because we went to the hospital on the 8th, but he was born at 2 a.m. on the 9th.
Yep.
And so for almost a year, anytime you asked him his birthday, he'd say it was the 8th. He was wrong.
I'm scared of the 2-2, chat. I'm scared of the 2-2. Don't judge me. The 2-2's scary. Feeling thirsty? A little quench.
Oh, I'm just gonna set the record straight. I was signaling nothing. There were no sly signals there.
All right, and I think we're slightly ahead now at this point, right? So just super marginal. I guess they have the Castle of Enchantress. I have a redraw here. So they're on empty, but if they hit a land, they can start scrying, and that pulls them ahead. Exile target card from a grave versus a creature card, create a 1/1 human soldier token. God, that's brutal. That card would have done so much for us.
Did you just have to read the card?
I did. It's a new card.
That's cute. Haven't you been playing this set for 40 hours?
Listen, there's a lot of cards in the set, okay?
Why do they keep talking about a ballet?
have no idea. This is a good pickup. Oh no!
Tell chat to go home, it's drunk.
They double topped. I hope chat's at home.
Chat, you better be at home.
Oh, it's a 2-2. Got it. Look at that. You're funny, chat.
I think chat should still go home, it's drunk.
Well, that's unfortunate. With respect, we are home and we're well drunk. Did you see the CDC posted a thing recommending people drink a little bit less while in isolation?
I think they're afraid there's going to be an alcohol shortage and then there's going to be riots. Also, people think the alcohol will just kill the virus. And that's not how it works. Like, you can't just drink hand sanitizer to sanitize your insides.
They have a Spectral Sailor. Okay, that's annoying too. This game's slipping away very quickly. Felt like we were ahead for half a second. It's gotten away from us now.
100 bottles is a lot of whiskey, I think.
Hey, teach it. Excuse me?
How come that one has blue text?
It's targeting things. Well, that's... Are we dead? I believe we have died. Alright, I mean, all things considered, that was like a card. That's a card that could like get us back in this game, right?
Oh yeah, we can make a... We need a Godzilla pun for her. Is there a baby Godzilla in the game?
There is a baby Godzilla.
Is it cute?
It's adorable. Did I have the artwork up here still? I wanted to buy it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it is really
cute. He is really adorable. And it's actually a good card too. We've been playing it in different decks. I could not make a dude correct. I only had I had 7 lands, but I don't have quad white. So it takes 3 white basically to use this, because this is 1 and then 2 more, and then I need a white for the dire tactics. I think I just used this to gain... No, maybe I shouldn't have attacked, and I should have blocked. Yeah, I think I should have... I think I'm gonna pass the turn here, and then I can make a token and triple block the rider. They're gonna start drawing extra card each turn though with this, which is probably unbeatable. What's going on, Vernash? You catch us right at the tail, and this is the last deck of the day. We got maybe another half hour, 45 minutes.
No, you're gonna lose quicker than that.
I'll lose quicker than that. I've got at least 1 more match after this one. Maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll find out.
Is this considered Hoogle After Dark, or does the stream have to start now to be Hoogle After Dark?
I'm going to concede to a removal spell here. Wow, Stone Cold nothing. Okay. That bodes well for our hero. I don't think I can afford... Alright, well, you know, we tried.
Loser. Is this a best of 3 or 5?
They're all best of 3. That was the end of the match.
But you do leagues.
Oh, the way the... Well, sometimes we play ladder, sometimes we play league. Currently in a league, the leagues on Magic Arena go until you get 5 wins or 2 losses.
Of matches.
Matches, yes. Of best of 3 matches.
Yeah. Can I play?
She's gonna go to bed soon anyways, and I have to get ready so I can stream tomorrow. Calm breaths.
You want to do this again?
Yeah. I got a whole queue to get through, my love.
I guess chat's okay. They're pretty okay to spend some time with.
You always want to play. Being on the plays busted. This hand's great. You're so good at this. One of the things that's always awkward with Hero in these decks is, like, you want a Stormfist Crusader on 2 to start getting your card advantage going right away, but, like, you want a Stormfist after Hero now.
I think you play the tapped one, right?
No, we want to punch him. So we want to play an untapped red.
This is a land?
No, we want to attack with that, so we should play the untapped red land.
Oh.
Pay the life. Yeah! Bleed for your mana.
Bam! This one?
Yep. Get him. Hey, Sir Pika. Thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome, welcome. Can Christy play Magic? I mean, she's capable of playing Magic. She hasn't actually played Magic with me in a long time. Once upon a time before we were married, we used to play FNMs together on occasion to have something to do, but...
I won once.
You did. When I started getting more competitive, she kind of fell off.
Would chat make fun of me if I said I liked to play the red cards at FNM?
Alright, and then again, I think the goal is to go as wide as possible here, as fast as possible, so we'll lead on Hero, even though it means we get less cards from this. Wow, that's brutal. So pretty punished for playing this, I guess, because, like, now my 1/1s can't attack and I don't have this going. I think we just play the tap land here. Can't attack because this doesn't get through and this will get eaten. So this makes a mana of any color, spend this only to cast a creature spell. Our opponent is quite humble, chat. Cleave ho! Alright, so I think the plan here is attack, cleave, hope for the best on the Gyruda next turn. So they're going to get to play their monster, and then we can actually kill one of their monsters. So if they flip poorly with the Gyruda, we could untap and kill them on the back of this Embercleave here. Especially with the shock. Yeah, so if they brick on this flip, they're dead. Survey says they found a redraw, they found another Gyruda. Alright. Survey says they found the Spark Double, chat. I
want to hear you try to say that word.
Tomegamon.
I think you missed a syllable.
That's Tomegamon. This is Tomegamon, chat. She's trying to quiz me on my childhood Digimon cards. That's a Tomegamon. You're wrong.
You missed at least one syllable.
Tomegamon.
You missed at least.
It's a Togemon. It's not a Tomegamon. It's a Togemon. I have no idea.
Togemagumon.
All right, we died. Look, while you were distracting me, I died.
Good.
Are you happy?
I am.
I know you are. Don't be mean to me. Alright, so we have Kunoros, Duress, and Agonizing Remorse. I think we trim Tajic here since I'm bringing in other 3-drops. They're not really interacting with my stuff, so Enforcer could be bad. I guess Giant Killer's pretty slow and clunky.
I think having humans in a fantasy game, like, kills the fantasy.
You had the win by removing the blocker and pinging with the Stormfist. So you're assuming that they're not going to block everything in front of my Embercleave creature? Sure. Now, I don't really like to play. So when I'm testing decks like this, my goal isn't to punk people and win random games. I could care less about winning whatever points are on Magic Arena. My deck lost that game.
You don't have very good snacks down here.
Yeah, it's because my fridge broke, and I have Invisaligns.
You never told me the fridge broke.
Well, it technically works, it just makes a really loud noise. So, like, I can't have it on while I'm working.
Okay.
And, like, I gave it percussion maintenance a couple of times, but it started coming back more regularly, so...
What does percussion mean? You hit it?
I gave it percussion maintenance.
You slapped the refrigerator?
The technical term is percussion maintenance. Chat, back me up. That's a real thing. Let's not make that joke. Please and thank you.
I don't think you can buy shillings. You have to earn them.
You can pseudo buy shillings once every 30 days. You cannot buy shillings on demand, but once every 30 days you can cheer 50 bits or gift 1 sub to get a small bonus.
You hit the refrigerator.
I mean, it stopped making the noise for a little bit. You could argue I was.
That maybe that's why it was making the noise.
Well, I didn't.
You were mean to
I
it?
didn't hit it until it started making the noise. I didn't hit it preemptively.
It knew you were capable.
I'm reasonable. As an actual licensed engineer, that's a technical term. Listen, someone in Twitch chat says, "Why would Twitch chat lie to me? What does it stand to gain?" You think someone would just? You think they would just show up on the internet and make something up?
I mean, the president does it. Why not Twitch chat?
Oh, glorious leader. Doomblade? Doomblade? Yikes. I could cycle into a Doomblade. Do I cycle in? No, I think I just attack with these, which puts them to 2 after they eat this, and then we play the second Stormfist Crusader, so they die to the Crusader triggers during my upkeep. Alright, so that's the line. So, even if they flip okay on the Gyruda, if they don't literally end the game next turn, they're dead on our upkeep.
Well, it's because their pet is sleeping on the job.
Or a Kong, that's true. If they are smart and have Kongs in their deck, they could hit a couple things and then Kong and kill the Stormfist Crusader that way. Really? Okay, I think I'm bottoming this. Yeah, I'm aware they have Menace, but they can put a lot of blockers out. Like so. Alright, 1 cleave, please. Well, you know. Feels magic, man. Feels magic. Do you believe in magic?
Did you learn the percussion maintenance on YouTube?
No, I think...
I hear you should YouTube things for do it yourself.
Gyruda. That's a Thassa. Okay, so Thassa end of turn lets them get a do-over.
I was laughing at Jeff not using his words with the refrigerator.
All right, we're on the scoreboard. So, when we're on the play like that, I think we have a good chance to run them down like we just did. On the draw, I'm going to mulligan a little bit more aggressively for our Hound.
He's scary.
I think we need our Hound Dog. They brought in Aether Gust as their piece of interaction, and Hound Dog notably does not get gusted, so that's nice. Dog is immune to winds. He's such a good boy.
I feel fat.
I mean, you are a little fat. I love you anyways. This is the one time you're allowed to answer that question honestly, chat. For another month and a half or so, I'm allowed to answer that question honestly. Perfect. You love to see it.
Do we?
I do. I talk. These are my good boys. Doggos and I, we go way back.
No, I don't like them.
Christy's not a dog person, chat.
Those ones are scary, too.
Well, let's get rid of the hate card. Skull Prophet with basic Islanded Fabled Pass is a little awkward.
I don't dislike cats and dogs. I just don't want to be responsible for one.
Hair is... We have enough disaster from children.
I mean, cats are fine. I just don't want to be responsible for one.
Alright, I think we lead on this to try and hit our lands. Get some pressure going. Nah, she's not really an animal person.
I'm not a me having an animal person. I'm all for other people having animals. What's the point then?
Actually pretty good draws here. So Gyruda is 6 mana notably here, so don't have to worry about that coming down this turn. And then next turn we get to drop the Hound Dog. And they'll be crying all the time. Do 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 do. You almost danced there at the end a little bit.
You're a weirdo.
You're draining my energy. I feel like I gotta have enough energy for 2 of us.
And then the dog would bark and wake up the baby, and then I'd be so angry.
So, wonder if they're gonna gust the Stormfist here or not. Maybe they wanted the card. Combat. These are first strikes. They get to attack in with impunity against these 3/1s. I assume they're gonna gust the Crusader. Kind of surprised they gave us the card there. I think I'm in for more Stormfist Crusader. Menace is like pretty reasonable here.
Yeah, the boys were interested in the neighbor's dog for all of, I don't know, 30 seconds, if that. And it was outside today.
All right. Woof woof. He's a good old boy. We've got dire tactics here, so that way, like, if they play this just as a blocker, we get to like clear through it and punch them anyways. I really think this Gyruda deck existing in the format will be healthy for it. I feel like one of the reasons why I didn't really like last season was there wasn't really a punish for being big, mopey, dopey decks like Teamer, Adventures, and stuff like that. It's kind of creepy, right? There wasn't really a punish for playing things like Teamer, Adventures, and like Bant Dirtle, and I feel like decks like Gyruda do a good job of punishing decks like that. Sure, Griffin, but like decks like this don't have to be tier 1 to do things to keep the format in check. Legacy's a good example of this, right? Like decks like Charbelcher and Tess aren't tier 1 in Legacy, but their existence makes the rest of the format play out in a certain way, which is great. It pushes the format in a particular direction. It's also not necessarily straightforward to build the Gyruda deck, so it's not something that's going to get fixed and optimized right away. We probably are going to see this slam down as just a blocker this turn.
Oh, that was pretty.
Unless they have something better. Yep. So this still mills this over, but the good boy keeps their stuff in the bin. Can't escape the Pelucranos either. Good boy's just like, no, bad Pelucranos, you stay in the underworld. It was not the cleave I wanted for Christmas, but, you know. I think we just go threat, pass here at this point. Trying to regroup for next turn. I don't think I want to give up the dog in the event they have, like, a clone or, like, they block and then get to escape the Pelucranos. We just can't win. Dog's got a lot of keywords. You're not wrong. This is technically Graveyard Hate as well here. We can start exiling underworld creatures. Yeah, I agree, Patch. A lot of the complaining about people thinking things need bans right now, I think could not be more premature. Wub, wub, wub. You love to see it. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Don't do that.
But he's a good boy. He needs to know he's a good boy. And he's a good boy. And he's a good boy. And he's a good boy.
No.
Alright, second Stormfist Crusader is great here. This'll let us punch through with the Menace next turn. I can activate this at instant speed, so if they try and interact with this, we'll exile the Kunoros in response. Feels like we're gonna drag this one across the finish line on the back of the Hound, huh? They're going to 3 off the Stormfist Crusader triggers here. I think you had a lethal attack with the Menace, guys. Are you right? They had 3 blockers. I could have exiled 1. I would have done... Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right that we had lethal because of the extra Menace Dork.
Is it because we're almost 12 hours in? This is the part where you start getting bad at the game?
I think it's cute that you don't think I'm bad at the game 2 hours in.
And you get
nice. All right,
worse.
Sweet. Good stuff, good stuff. Look at that, honey. We won a whole match. Because the good boy was on our team. The pupper was like, bad Gyruda. Stay in the graveyard. Stay right there.
Don't be a dog nutter.
Gyruda was not a good boy, honey. So Gyruda lost. Just the bestest boy. Thanks for the 5 months, Reverend Now. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Whoop. Whoop. What is the deck of the day? I don't remember. 4-color. The Yorion deck was a perfect draw, by the way. You're very good at this, honey.
If you want to sit for the next match, we could.
The 4-color Yorion deck was good, and there was something else we played that was good. I don't remember. I need to go back and look at the list. Yorion was good. Oh, the Snap decks. We played a Snap decks Mutate deck that was just perfect. Chef Kiss wonderful.
Which side should I sit on?
Whichever side you want, my love.
The side with the broken armrest so I can cuddle you.
Okay. Oh, Jeskai Winota was good too. Mardu Snap decks quickly turned into Jeskai Snap decks because the Mardu deck wasn't good.
Ow.
We played like half a match with Jeskai Snap deck or Mardu Snap decks. Was like, these Mardu cards suck. We need blue ones. Although we should probably address Snap decks by its proper name, King Caesar. What's the best deck we played so far? The Gyruda deck we played. We played Bank Gyruda today. That was really good.
Are we not sideboarding anything?
Yeah, I don't really know what they're doing. I think I'm just clicking submit. I think we're just clicking submit. They died too quickly.
I believe that word is not pronounced that way.
Which word?
That word is not pronounced submit.
Is there space for snap decks in this deck? It has double strike, and none of your creatures have 3+ attack. I think 5. I think it's just worse than Embercleave Wax Papers. I think 5 mana for the effect that it provides is just too much. You also have a bunch of humans. You can't mutate onto humans. We're literally playing the Human Lord, right? Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Sometimes it hurts.
For those of you that are new to the channel, Christy has a parasite inside of her right now, and it's currently moving around. I think we're gonna keep it. Maybe give it a name. It's Baby Godzilla, isn't it?
It feels like Baby Godzilla.
Of course we'll love the parasite. Are you going to tell them the parasite's name, honey?
No.
No? She doesn't want to share, chat. Chat, she let me pick the name, chat.
Kind of. It's the same
name. Let me have this.
We decided
She let me pick the name,
when I was
chat.
pregnant with Jacob before we knew he was going to be Jacob.
It's not Kiki. It's not magic related. We all know it's going to be King Caesar.
Tell me why that's funny.
We were just talking about King Caesar. That's Snapdex's Godzilla skin. Run! He's Godzilla!
We're gonna name the parasite, but no play dates for the foreseeable future.
No play dates until there is a COVID vaccine.
And, like, she'll need her other vaccines, too. Like, we don't need no
That's true.
Smallpox
All
or
the
anything.
other ones. Are you not a fan of the smallpox?
Not really.
Not really? Wow, are you saying you caved to Big Pharma? Vaccines are awful, chat. Are you aware that vaccines cause adults? And have you met most adults? They're terrible. Why would you want more of those?
That's actually really a good point.
That's my favorite bit.
Adults are the worst.
Stone cold worse. Crunch, crunch. Wonder if they have sweepers. They might be a deck with sweepers. Maybe I'm supposed to play Judith there. Although they're on elementals. They had a what's it called, Leafkin match game 1, so maybe Ritualist, so it's not likely. Wow, savaged. Rough. Alright, good boy, I choose you. Get in there, Pikachu and Squirtle and Charmander. I left off Bulbasaur or naming the dog's heads because it's the objectively wrong starter.
Bulbasaur's cute.
Bulbasaur is great. Listen, you like Tron, so we know your opinion's wrong.
Look, their guy has 3 heads, too.
Yeah, my dog's got a sword now. Crunch. Crunch. I love Pokemon Yellow. That was my favorite too.
I was gonna ask, is that a true statement?
I played a ton of Pokemon Yellow growing up. Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Crystal. The third iterations of the first 2 gens were my favorites.
Why?
Because they were like the other 2 with a little extra. Little bit something on top of it. Fun fact, chat. When you mutate onto the questing beast, the entire text of the American Declaration of Independence appears in its text box in Magic Arena. You're gonna have to try it yourself to find out, though. Do we trade our good boy for both their monsters, honey? I think we do. Yeah, they trade, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they trade.
Did you beat the new Pokemon game yet?
I did not beat the new Pokemon game yet. Chat, the new Magic set release is cutting into my Sword and Shield. We bought it late. That's rough.
Are they beatable? Or is it something you just keep playing?
Well, I mean, you could technically play forever, I guess. Alright, then these will trade. My good boy will deal a damage. Okay, here's a question for chat.
Jeff plays wrong.
How many people, there's plenty of people in this chat that have played Pokemon, I'm sure. How many of you who have played, let's set the line, if you've played at least 3 digits worth of hours of Pokemon, several hundred hours worth of Pokemon, have you completed a Pokedex? Have you played several hundred hours worth of Pokemon and never completed a Pokedex?
Why wouldn't you complete it?
Look at all the people who have never completed a Pokedex. Christy told me...
I don't think they understand your question. I think there's a double negative.
Not completed. Yeah, are there people in chat who haven't completed the Pokedex? You've played hundreds of hours and never completed a Pokedex. Meaning out of all the times you've played Pokemon, you've never once filled a Pokedex.
Yeah, you have to be the very best, you have to complete the Pokedex.
No, you don't. You have to beat the Elite Four and the Champion to be the best.
What's the point if you don't collect all of them?
Hey, Foe the Last King, thanks for the brand new Tier 1 sub. I've never completed a Pokedex, and I've played a lot of Pokemon.
Why do you even bother?
Because I like leveling up my friends and customizing.
The tagline of the game is gotta catch 'em all.
No, it's like a dog fighting game. It's like it's like they're animals that fight each other, okay? I like the battles. I don't want to complete a Pokedex. I'm not a collector. I want to fight the gyms. I want to train them up.
The instructions are right there in the tagline. Catch 'em all.
Gotta catch them all. No, I never completed a dex, chat. Oak gave you one job. Listen, Oak was weird, okay? No joke, when Christy and I first started dating, her brother is 12 years younger than her, and he was playing Pokemon, I think it was Black and White on the DS or something like that, and he was playing it all wrong. So I bought a DS, and I played a ton of Pokemon Black and White, just so I could push his team stuff in.
It's because he cheated his guys up to
He cheated his guys up to level 100 or whatever, and didn't know what he was doing. So naturally, the only appropriate response was spend several $100 hours as a responsible adult leveling Pokemon to beat his cheated Pokemon. You know, set him straight.
You're a dork. I mean, he would have only been like 9 years old at the time.
Oh, he was at least 10. Come on now. All right. I think we played Tajic first here because they could be a Deafening Clarion deck, huh?
Do you think Declan plays correctly?
No, but he's 4.
He makes me so angry when he just walks past stuff on the ground. Pick it up.
Yeah, Declan's my 4-year-old. He's almost 5. And he tries to dodge trainers when he's going from town to town, and then he gets really tilted when he can't beat the gym. And I'm like, dude, if you would fight the trainers between the towns, you would be able to beat the gyms when you get there. That's how the game's designed. He just like refuses. And in the Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's so fancy, chat. You can see the Pokemon walking around, so you can like dodge them in the grass and stuff too. Which like that blew my mind. I was like, I had never been jealous of my children to date, but the fact that their Pokemon games, you could see the Pokemon moving in the grass, I was so incredibly jealous. Like the fact that I had to grow up on just this RNG walking through the grass and you had no idea where it was coming from. Like it's life-changing, chat. It's wild. Yeah, I wasn't gonna play it. I bought it for him, but then I saw you could just like see the Pokemon. I was like, all right, I gotta do this. I have 4 or 5 badges now. Kind of a big deal. Jeskai stuff. They had main deck Gus, so I kind of assume they're on fires. Mortify's probably good. Phoenix Lance, thank you for the absurdly generous tip. I appreciate that. For being a defender of pair Pokemon gameplay and an awesome role model, and because Christy is fantastic, and so are you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's absurdly generous. Hope you're staying safe out there wherever you're in the world. All right, so Hound Dog, as good of a boy as he is, he's not very good against the Deafening Clarion deck. I think Cleave's supposed to come out here too. And then probably a couple of dire tactics since I'm boarding in Mortify. I don't want to be too overloaded on removal.
You haven't spent 100 hours on this new game yet.
Yeah, I've not spent 100 hours on the new game yet. I was talking about, I spent 100 hours on the one beating her brother when I was, a decade younger. This one I've logged maybe 10, maybe. So the 35-year-old man who hasn't played Pokemon since Yellow came out, would you say Sword and Shield was good? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Sword and Shield, like just the way the advancements video games and the Switches has had compared to my Game Boy Color that I played all those hours on as a kid, like it feels like I'm a part of the cartoon in just like the most fantastic way. It's so awesome that my kids get to grow up and play that experience. It's awesome. Like just the comparison is night and day. It like looks like it's off the television.
Let's slow this down. Here we go.
Super awkward mana here. Unfortunately, can't Tajic to kill the Teferi. Also can't Hero +1 drop. I guess I just Judith to be resource efficient.
I've got
it. Yeah, there was I think it was one of the MPL members was talking on Twitter about how they hated Companion or something like that, and Nox just was like, I'd rather play against Companions than like Teferi or Embercleave or like all these, or Nissa. I just like could not agree more. I really like the Companion mechanic. I think it's well designed and interesting. A lot of those other cards, not so much. I think I gotta kill this and just attack Teferi. We're probably dead and gone this game though. Just stumbled a little bit too much. I actually don't think Fires is a bad design. I actually think Fires is a really sweet card. It's super powerful, and it comes with a very real restriction associated with it, and it gives you a very interesting deck building challenge. I think Fires is incredibly powerful, but I think it's different than cards like Nissa and Teferi and Embercleave, because like it has a real cost associated with it. Like, I think more thought goes into having Fires of Invention in your deck than having Embercleave in your deck, for example. Embercleave is just like, does my deck have red mana and have creatures that attack? Alright, probably want some Embercleaves. Yeah, Companions are like that too. They have thought that goes into them. Like I said, I think there's a good chance that some of these Companions miss the mark a little bit in terms of power level, but I think that the design space overall is really good, and Companions lean into one of Magic's greatest strengths, which is complex and interesting deck building. I'm going to keep this. If I saw this as a 5-card hand minus 2 lands, I'd be like, okay, this is great. This is like a good 2 and a good 3 on the play. Yeah, I agree, Phoenix Lance. That's, in general, a good way to create deck diversity, right? Lots of different powerful things that can't just all go in the same deck, right? Yeah, I agree. I hope Companions aren't just one and done. I hope there's something that we see long-term and iterate on and here to stay. Maybe not 10 of them every set, but like 1 to 2 here and there I think is phenomenal. Alright, well, we're gonna get to Giant Kill something down the line. I guess I have Mortify here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and be resource efficient this turn and chop this down plus play this. Giant Jack landing the flavor win there for sure. So we're going to go ahead and diddle the Sphinx here, and then we can untap and mortify their second threat and attack in. We're actually really glad they hit the land there, because now we can kill their 5-drop. Really want to draw an untapped land here? That's like pretty okay too. Wait, neither of these are knights, are they? That's a little awkward. So get this out of the way, crack them for 7 down to 7. And then we if they don't have a, even if they have a fire here, if they don't have a sweeper, we might be able to punk them out. They have a lot of looks here, unfortunately, though, and they just topped. So, like, they just had a draw 3. They have a scry. Might be dead here. Yeah. Just play a big dumb creature and die. Alright, that's fine. We take those. I guess they have a Bone Crusher Giant that we know about here, too. So they can, like, stomp the Giant Killer. This also isn't a knight, right? Just a human soldier? Yeah. Fervent Champion, not been stellar. Well, the good news is they didn't have a sweeper last turn. There's a good chance they don't have one this turn. You get two looks at one here. Bottoms up. You love to see it. Well, probably bounce the Stormfist Crusader because it gives me extra gas. Yep. It's a good pickup. Stop some of their card selection here. So I get to kill this, and then I get to redeploy this. Man, if that's their only play, that seems good for us, right? We got some live draws here. They're going to 4.
Let's try this.
Lord. Alright, we got a redraw. Survey says. Can we steal this? I'm supposed to put him to 1, right? Do I throw this away to put them to 1? I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes. Yeah, if we hit any lord there, we would have killed them. Unfortunately, we did not. Needed a Judy or a general. Yeah. Concede. 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 This is how these creature decks play out against these a lot of time. You're just like, clench. Probably dead, huh? Oh, could have Devout Decree. Alright, dig, dig, dig. I think they're dead. That just auto-passed? Are we gonna do it? I mean, I did not think we were gonna win this game. Feels like we stole that one. Feels like we got away with something there.
Rude.
Alright. This next one's gonna be the last one. We're either gonna die 3-2 or in 4-1. Thanks everybody for bringing it up, by the way. So I got almost 1,900 people in here. I appreciate all y'all.
Why wouldn't we try for 5?
Because I've been live for 12 hours and 15 minutes. I'm gonna try and run down one more person, and then I'm gonna have something to eat, and I'm gonna put decks together for tomorrow so I can wake up and do it again.
Why do you have to do that?
I need to mod them before
You
the other
timed
before
them out?
I timed them out. Yep. So I gave them a sword back before the other mods were bullies and timed them out.
You know, there's a whole like dashboard now for mods.
There is a whole dashboard for mods. Yep.
Oh yeah, you suck. You don't even have 2,000 viewers.
I said I was going to stream till we were under 2,000 or 14 hours. You know, they're about. This is going to be the last one regardless.
Can you play the 5th game tomorrow, or do you have to quit?
Nah, I'm going to quit. I got a whole bunch more decks to do tomorrow. Usually we play decks for about an hour, hour and a half. We can play this one for a little over an hour. This last one, and it'll be good to go. We have a favorite deck of the day.
This one because your wifey played it with you?
Of course it's this one because my wifey played it with me. My wife's the best. We actually just had a lot of genuinely good decks today. 4-color Yorion was good. We played Jeskai Winona was good. We played Jeskai Snapdax. I'm a huge sucker for the mutate mechanic in general. The Snapdax deck really made me happy.
What color is your favorite in this new set?
Hey, Stinky, thanks for the 16 months. Blue. Blue. The
It's
blue.
always blue.
Nah, the mutate card, the blue mutate card is just like exceptionally great. Well, this is gonna get grown up, and we can giant killer it eventually, but we might be dead before that's relevant. It was unfortunate that the good boy got killed because he was lifelink. Yeah, Stomp can't be prevented. Feels dead, man. Isn't it adorable? It's the perfect pet, honey. You will not block our noble path.
It's like a lion dragon.
It's a fairy dragon. Silly opponent, you activated my trap card. Oh, I should have waited for them to, Royal Scions.
There is no virtue without bravery.
Was that the best draw? I think that was the best draw, chat. I'm checking out some of their options here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, am I dead? They gonna kill my human in response? Goodbye, Felicia. Well... At least Jack died doing what he loved, chat. He died doing what he loved. Redcap Melee seems great. Mortify and Bedevil potentially fine.
Should I send the 3-2 emoji to the chat now?
I can do it. We're coming back. Don't call it a comeback. Lotus Box semifinals is Team Iraq versus Just Guy Fires. Yep. Are either of them playing companions or no? Alright, let's do it. Play the tapped castle on one. Fires is playing Kruga, sure. Lead on. Hero here. A pretty clean curve. Hero into Drannith. Probably a pretty low chance that this card actually lives in this matchup, though. But Devil better than Mortify because it can take Lucky Clover. Yeah, that's probably a good observation. I was thinking Mortify's easier to cast as a consideration. He says he draws a Mortify when he couldn't cast Bedevil. There's no companions in Lotus Box. Someone said the Just Guy Fires deck was playing Kruga. Alright, I think with that draw, I probably get set up to want to cycle this Triome. He's dead, Jim. So they've got one creature in here. We've got one in ours. This can pay 4 to get some tokens eventually. 6 companion decks, 4 Luris, and 5 Luris and 1 Kruga, and 2 Teamer Flash. Vomit, Flash. Ugh. I mean, to be fair, it's probably not 8 Garuda decks because Flash did well. Garuda's Flash matchup is rancid. Giant Slayer, Giant Killer, living up to its name here. Again, gonna hold on to this other Triome to cycle. Another Stomp here. I guess censor Flash decks from coverage? Nah, not at all. I actually think the Flash decks tend to be fun to watch and play. They're just not fun to play against. The decision to cycle strictly numbers thing. Is there amount of mana that would make cycling the best practice? Yeah, I mean, like, so for example, this deck that I'm playing is a more aggressively slanted deck, and if you look at the curve of my deck, it tops out at like 3. So 5 mana means I can double spell fairly. Oh, I should have played this. That's a little punishing. 5 mana means I can double spell pretty consistently. Oh, I should do this first, right? Because when I do this first, they can now double stomp the general. Or Scorching Dragonfire him? Sure. And they couldn't Scorching Dragonfire. They could have fired this first. Yeah. Yeah. It's whatever. It'll be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Do 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 do.
How come that one's...
Because he's on an adventure, honey.
What does that mean?
It means he's exiled off to the side and I can recast just his creature part.
Weird.
Right? Feels like we're gonna get this one. This game at least, and get a third game.
I don't really like your battle board.
It's not like Hex, you don't get to pick it. It's very sad. Some of the battle boards are really nice, some of them are not. I really wish they would let me give them money so I could pick the ones I want to play on. Yeah, this card's sweet. I expect this card will see some play in some non-rotating formats too. Like, I bet we'll see it pop up in some historic decks at a minimum.
I'm tired.
That's okay, I love you.
I want to stay here.
Let me synthesize the facts.
I'm hungry, but I'm too tired to eat.
You're hungry, but you're too tired to eat. How very un-American of you. Yeah, this is gonna be the last match regardless. We're 3-1 in this event, so we'll either be 3-2 or 4-1 after this.
Too late.
Welcome back, Geoff. Tempo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Give me some of that little tempo. They binned Stern Dismissal and kept the Scryland. Interesting. The Brazen Borrower at sorcery speed here is an interesting choice. Lets me Mortify. Maybe a little bit of a misstep on their part. We're going to do this right this time, chat. We're going to play the Enforcer, and then we'll play the General. Because the Enforcer makes the General indestructible. You love to see it. We're going to have Giant Killer give the Royal Scions love tap. They're not quite at ultimate yet, but I don't want them to fully get to ultimate. And we'll have lethal on board next turn regardless, so...
Cover my back, Rowan!
We're gonna win.
Maybe. Oh, we're down at game 2, so there's a game 3 if we win. How's the set been? It's been alright, top 10 hammer.
I know how this works.
Top 10 hammer, 10-ton hammer. What are words? Baby, don't read them. Don't read them. Who cares? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
How do you possibly have 1,800 people who want to listen to you right now?
People love my singing voice, my love. It's the voice of an angel. That's why you're here, chat, right? You're here to help me audition for Next American Idol. In fact, the people in chat, they're not just here to watch. They pay for the privilege to be here. They love it. Let's put a cap in them.
You have the heart of a coward.
What's the sniper.
Oh, that's true. Some of them send me Jeff Bezos monies. I don't come here to tell you to go to bed. I'm here to tell you to go to bed so the VODs start uploading. The VODs are already uploaded except for this last one. I just gotta put titles in and publish them.
Look at you multitasking.
Oh, God. Chat, I want to get off of Brazen Borrower's Wild Ride. Please, for the love of God, I would like to get off of Brazen Borrower's Wild Ride. Please, to quote Card, please stop. Please stop.
Stay away from
Every turn feels like the same during quarantine, chat. Ugh. Robber the Rich is drawing cards on turn 80. Brutal. Is that all four? It might have been all four. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all four of them. It never really felt like all four, so I'm glad it actually was. I think I'm actually going to play the good boy out here rather than the general because I want to get lifelink going next turn. See, we're going to save Giant Killer to diddle the Brazen Borrower this turn anyways. They can't activate this at least because it requires white mana. They can cast it for any color, but they can't activate it for any color. Is that all four of that one? It's gotta be, right? So that's all four of that one.
galvanizes any plan.
Are they dead? Did we do it? Did we do it? I just need, I think they lost. I should attack the Royal Scions, right? Ha-ha! Victory! It was quite annoying, but we did get there in the end. Anybody else feeling a little devilish? I feel like with the Endless Bounce, I'm going to not bring the Embercleaves. I'm going to board in a couple more Bedevils, just like all Doomblades on deck, basically. Joke's on you, that was only game. Who is excited to get Brazen Borrower 4 more times?
Ow.
Is she hurting you? She's a little brat. Don't hurt your mother, she loves you. They're gonna have double clover. Oh no. It's actually a decent pickup. Tell the baby she's grounded and can't leave the house for the next 2 weeks. Alright, I think we're just gonna put a cap in that one. So do I cap it? Or do I think I'm supposed to hero and then Blood Crypt plus hero cap it the following turn. I think is the right line. It's just way more resource efficient. It runs the risk of them hitting a card to play this turn off of this, but I think the resource efficiency is important here. What's going on, Hanged Rain? We are in game 3 of the last match with the last deck. That one. Put a cap in it. I need a hero. Hero gonna save me. Do 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 do. Do 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 hero. Was really hoping to draw a land there. I guess I just do this and hope they can't attack through. Let the creatures hit my hand. Let the creatures hit my hand. Let the creatures hit my hand. 1. Nothing's wrong with me. 2. Nothing's wrong with me. 3. Something's got to give.
It's not a nice one.
You know how when you're like driving in the car late at night and you like crank the stereo up and you open the window and you're just like, yeah, we're almost there. You just gotta keep going. That's about where we're at right now. Somewhere approximately in like that general vicinity.
Nobody made you be live for 13 hours.
I have not been live for 13 hours. That's fake news.
Don't be stupid.
See? Now it's in chat. It's been recorded.
If you're gonna stop playing anyway after this match, wouldn't it be nice to your opponent to give them the win so they could keep playing?
No, I get extra prizes if I win. Just give them things for free? What day of the week is it? Blur's Day. Is that what we're going? I believe it's Blur's Day. Yeah, Arena no longer, you need to put a stop on their end step if you want a Thassa's intervention during it. It's real annoying. Oh, I'm at 4. Huh. Turns out I'm at 4, chat.
You're gonna lose anyway?
I might, yeah, turns out we're at 4.
You should have paid 2 life.
Should have, stop it. I am losing this game well enough on my own, thank you. Scale of 1 to dead. What are we working with here?
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Things that is not lethal.
You had to make them have it.
Things that is very, very lethal. Alright, chat.
Oh, you lost anyway.
I died. We died. I'm all alone, but Christie's here beside me.
Why, she asks herself.
Why, she asks herself. Look at that. Made 1,500 Gemery dues.
Those are
gold
coins.
20 Gemery dues. Got the old tree too. Mardu hero. I don't know. I don't know, chat. My big takeaway when we're testing new decks or new cards, especially early in a standard season, is always focus not only on new cards that seem reasonable, but old cards that seem decent. Again, based on how the formats have shifted. And Good Boy's been impressive today. In both the Enigmatic deck that we played and this one, this card was a standout to me. And I think that if your deck is capable of casting this card and you're not abusing your own graveyard, this is a card that you definitely like have in your toolkit. The Gyruda combo decks, the Lurrus decks trying to play things from their graveyard. This card's especially good against the Lurrus decks because those decks tend to be very aggressive, and this can buffer your life total against them too, which is a big game. As far as the core of this goes, I don't know if the utility it has makes up for how less aggressive it is than some of the other things. I don't know that I'm necessarily in love with Fervent Champion. We don't really have... In fact, what are we on them? One other night? Yeah, Fervent Champion's good with, like, exactly Stormfist Crusader. Giant Killer is very reasonable at multiple points. I guess this did push some okay damage. I don't know. What are the standard legal one drop humans? Any other reasonable one drop humans? There's probably not. Hey, Hunted Witness. Seems like he's the best of the bunch. Oh, the other person that played this said they tried Whisper Squad. I could see that being okay. I was underwhelmed though. Yeah, I don't know. We tried Mardu Knights earlier today, and the mana in that just felt clunky and awful trying to play a one-drop deck. I don't know. I'm burned out. I'm going to find someone to host here really quick. Thanks everybody who watched through the end. I'm going to hit publish on a bunch of stuff on YouTube over the course of the next hour. And I'm going to be back tomorrow morning at some point to do this all again. Probably going to start about 9:30 again tomorrow since we ran late again today. I appreciate everybody that's hung out all weekend. Everybody stay safe out there, especially if you have to head on into work tomorrow as an essential personnel. And
Good night, Beck.
Good night. It shows. We got to find someone playing standard.
Why?
Because I always host someone playing the same format.
Okay.
Oh, the Lotus Box people are doing their thing. I'm going to host the Lotus Box people.
Okay, fine.